Yes, it's time to unearth some otherworldly stuff. This is a swish and a swash as we wish upon a star for this stuff to come from this part of soul. Would you pardon the other ones? If the part in the force was closed for the meadow, it's just shut down for a wall. For reconditioning, refurbishing logs to get big the once when we want this shit, because then you would whistle all the wall and then you would stare in wonderment. This is when the sandwich met the bread type shit, and then the degree of spit that I release from cheeks the best. I'm the sand over all them castles and the swords and rocks that y'all didn't matter much. Just need to go fucks yourself. There's a bunch of them bugs with blocks, because that's what stuck and that's what stung the most. Maybe what stung the most was words, cause it's delicately chose. This is what I wrote on walls a while ago, and you wait for when the wind would collect and hit the big part of the sill, I guess. This is a windfall, dog. Y'all need to sit on what would sink immediately after your seat was gone. This is when the wall would meet the west type shit, because whenever I did this type of shit, guess who ends up the stance at the end of it? To what extent type shit? A bunch of them you kick right on the chins. That big, because you're Jay Leno's, dog. A bunch of talk, no art at all, because then the octopus would grab with socks and cough cigar. How many flows was too many, bro? That's what broke the camel's back, so I don't know. A question mark we saw. This is an easel to get some more of this evil I sent, but the evil was lit in the last compartment when we were start for sin. This was when the first star was sent. This is when it got awkward, dog, because the aqueduct would overflow like a cup you hold. What you hold most close, and then I fucking close you down like your shots don't work no more, because then I would've paused real hard with this with a fist up at any sick. They would beg and script for just a glimpse. But whenever I went I sit, y'all would stop. No, y'all would go as fast you could, as slow you won't, because then I slow you down. Or did I just park a lot? Did I bring them cloth you put on? Because then it dawned on you, dog, that I was gonna make a dent on how the axis would have gone. An axis, some part of my head that I thought was shut down before it even opened, and the grand would have been on the front, so I just foam at the mouth like a dog. Then I would have been connecting the dots all alone. Some adorable talk that I got has got so ravenous, dog, like it finally grown. These claws that would come from this paws that I hold at the ends of my limbs. I'm at the end of my wit with this that I had to assert, cause if I didn't, you'd be sad as satellite would spin. The rings that it get, cause it was a chick, and this was the best fucking spit that I said. Petri dish my words I got. Oh my gosh, I stopped. Then you would've got all flushed, and you would've probably blushed. How many hoes get bent where I roam, and then I could suspend all of y'all in thought if y'all only knew, like this blimp was almost blown type stuff. Blow my cover dark, because then you would have been the dart that doesn't have the mix, the line up, so this shot in the dark finally walked and stopped. Maybe y'all need to walk out some dark, and then end of your lungs would be the way that I want, because then I'd be the winner I thought that I was. Y'all suck, need suffocation bags, so I give you bags to hit the ones with the rope, so I could tie at the end, cause I get tight with this shit. Yes, a holy cross, a monument put for all of you, dog, because then I would have adored another floor that would forge for a couple nuts for a wall like it was a squirrel. This was a force, and I would have been the force that I know that I was. Maybe the floss in the dark, because you could go flush all of your God, because then it would have been the juggernaut with his talk. Yes, it was tall as in tall with the bar, because then you would have been on the tightrope along with me all along. And then I would have been the law of the law if I would have changed a little part of this song. I tip a little coin in the well to make a wish, and that would have been something to swell like a sponge, like it sat next to the sink all the while. Oh, whoa, bro. Then I would have broke, yo, bones, hold, and all of the skins like bones. No, this was Barbie Woods talk. If you couldn't tell, then I told you, dog, then I tell you off. Now you need to go tell the town. Go and tell the tinsel fall on the trees that's sharp. It's mighty soft. I come from part of me, dog. The rest come from somewhere else. This was a summer song that I stick with this assault with these words that would come from my lips, and then I would cover y'all with some blankets, that's it. Oh shit. This was an aching I got in this part of me, dog, because then it would have been me on the balcony just hollering song, so you can absorb in your dome. Then it would roll a ball like a bunch of them with the cactuses, and those are the pins and the needles that I died to get across to y'all. This was holy, bro. This was hold up a second, the name of the king when I spit, because then you would have got this new conditioning I got, because then this would have been something to flutter rock like it was in jaw, but I guess it didn't have the holes on the lid where they belong. This was woe for yo, a tapestry. Woe for yo. This was woe for yo, a tapestry. Tiger with stripe on his back and his top. This was a tree that was an inch tall. To picture this stuff, I depict it for y'all, and then I go pick on a clone. Toss and pick holes from out this basket I brought, and I wove it myself. This was when the shit hits the fan type shit, and it stinks when it did. To what extent could this bitch have gotten, dog? It was like I bought a farm. This was when all the animals got small from logs, and then they were small of love, because then that would have been what broke the wall. Started with dent, and now I'm all the way through, like what's going on and stuff. A big red jaw, a big red tar. This was another tug and pull of this big rod, to pull this big ball back to dock where it belongs, and then your ship would spin a while. I would whistle a song like it was Sweet Dixie, and I know it was. I'm having another epitome of thought in this pit that I've been in a while, just whittling what that I found. I don't know where and whence it was chopped. Maybe a stump could release a sequence you get, a sequence of spit, where it starts to become clear all the while the fog rise in the mist. Mission statement this bitch, because the missile release from my lips was one that you needed to catch like a ball with a stitch, cause I'm the bomb with the spit. I divided all and I called no, because the cold keys the dog was just some cheese over the top of what had a crunch. This is a spider's entrance of whip, and this would collect as all of y'all collisions would hit, all with the necks and off with the heads, because then that awesome would drop. Of course it would. It's the ink from my ink shit when I print. More of my tongue, the mold on y'all. This would have been the mold on bars I would pull apart, because then I could have been the best it was. There wasn't one even close as that. This was the closure that you wanted real good, and then I tie you up, or I tying this and then giving it a twist, because I belong with all this shit. With all this and noted, and then y'all know the ins and the O's of when I would go best, because y'all fucking got the gold inside of your domes, kid. So won't you give it to talk shit this shit I took in my words like this was a bit, the softest best in. Boom! Give me my shit! Boom! That's right, son.